Good afternoon and welcome to Table Talk right here on 802 Scoop, located at 185 North Main Street in Barre. Kicking it off, it's a beautiful day. It's hot, it's humid, but I think we're getting used to that.
Yeah.
If we're not used to that by now, I don't even know what to say.
It seems like it's been like this most of the last week.
It is insane.
Yeah.
We had a couple of days of reprieve, and but now we're right back at it.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it was super cool. It was like stayed cool during the night though, so that
Yeah,
I kept
that
the
was-
house
that's-
all open, and this morning shut it right up. Flipped the air conditioner on immediately though, so that it can keep up
Yeah.
and not fall behind. And then, ugh.
Yeah, last couple of nights have been really nice for sleeping.
Yes, they have. So, Heritage Festival's kicking
Here it is.
off.
Here it is.
Yeah, and it sounds like tonight is going to be like, or this afternoon, late this afternoon, the Heart of Barre ribbon cutting will be taking place over at Nelson's at 4 o'clock.
Yep.
And that is, I think I understood it as like paintings and poetry, and
Yeah.
and it brings everybody through the flood,
Yeah.
and how people kind of like a hometown heroes type thing.
What do you call it? Like a montage? Is that what it is when they have a bunch of pictures together?
You know, so that is happening tonight, as I just said, tonight at Nelson's at 4 p.m. And Nelson's is located at 188 North Main Street in Barre, directly across from this studio, actually. So by all means, please get out. And this touching display features 20 portraits accompanied by poetry, interviews, and audio recordings capturing the true spirit and strength of our community. So that's the label for that. So
It stays there until, I think it's September 1st, maybe. And then it goes to the State House.
oh, nice. And they have the perfect spot over there at Nelson's
Yeah.
with the rooms and the brick wall and all the different things. So
Yeah.
it's like the perfect spot over there. And they certainly probably get, I would imagine, the most traffic
Oh,
of any
certainly.
store in
Certainly.
the city, for
Yeah.
sure. I can't even begin to think of any place that gets more traffic than Nelson's.
No. And that store is so big now.
Yeah. And well, everything. They literally
Yeah.
have everything.
Yeah.
You can get a pack of Tums over at Nelson's,
Really?
or Dots pretzels. You can get socks. You can get jackknives, plumbing supplies, stovepipe, like literally everything.
You know,
It's
it's
insane.
like the old time general store.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's insane that they have everything like they do. So there's a lot going on. As we said, the Heritage Festival. There's the Rotary Breakfast. Do you go to the Rotary Breakfast?
I haven't gone in years. You know, it's good. It's a good breakfast, but sometimes you feel kind of rushed because there's so many people in line.
Wanting to get in. I mean, it's $10.
Yeah.
$10 for the Rotary
That's- yeah.
Breakfast. Which is
a good
I mean,
deal.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it's kickoff, and there's going to be all kinds of stuff happening in City Hall Park, live entertainment, stuff on Main Street for the kids.
Yeah.
Tracy does such an amazing job.
She does.
Setting everything up. And then the parade, of course, which Michael and I are going to be streaming live, and we'll do the commentary for that and
Yeah.
all that good stuff. So we'll be streaming that live for people that cannot get downtown to watch that. We will have it live. Because there are a lot of people that aren't
sure.
able to make it down for one reason or another. And so we'll make sure to do that and put it out on as many platforms as we possibly
That's
can.
good. So I remember when Tony Campos and Mrs. Day.
Used to do it?
Yeah.
Yes. Carol Day.
Carol Day.
I miss Carol. I haven't.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Sweet, sweet, sweet lady.
She's the nicest.
Yeah. Love
Her
her.
and Claire Duke are two of my favorites.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Some of the city's finest gems
Yep.
right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I have a little plaque that was my dad's because I think it was after he was mayor. For a few years, he was in charge of the Heritage Parade. Mm-hmm. So I got a little plaque that Tony Campos gave my dad, and I took it. It says something about, how many years he did the parade as a coordinator, but then it says, "It never rains on a Bergeron parade."
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. We should hang it up somewhere. I called a friend, I sent a desperate text message that said, "Please, please, please, is there any chance in hell you can get my windows cleaned today? I'm embarrassed to have anybody see those windows." And now, of course, I should have done it yesterday, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
I
You've
just
had
can't.
things going on.
I've had things going on, so I couldn't do it myself. But they are disgusting. And the Heritage Festival's this weekend, and my windows look like it's a vacant building. I'm gonna.
Have you heard back?
Not yet. I'm gonna start getting accosted, and people are gonna think that I'm like the building up the road that we're trying to demolish. Yeah, yeah. So I've got to do something about that. But. Speaking of that, I'm just going to say what's going on because the schedule's been a little funky.
Yeah.
And it's going to probably continue to be a little funky here and there because I'm going to have a lot of appointments. But I was diagnosed with cancer really not that long ago. They said, you've got cancer. This is what's going on. And lucky for me, everybody worked really quick. I was getting my appointments bang, 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 consultations and appointments, and I had surgery on Monday. And as they did the surgery, they monitored with ultrasound and they did pathology all along the way, and the doctor was super confident that she got it all. And last night, just after 7:30, I got the call that yes, they did and in fact get it all. So the treatment will be I am going to have some treatments, not 6 weeks worth or anything. Thank goodness for that. That's not a thing anymore. But just as assurance. But now I still have a very big wound that needs to heal.
Yeah.
And I'm going to need to be super careful because my diabetes and things like that. So won the battle really of that cancer didn't take my leg, which was the big worry. But now I have to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And so I'll have different appointments with the wound doc and things like that. And so, but I feel like I'm in really good hands. They really took care of me. They worked with it super quick. They really took care of me. And I went up to UVM, went to Burlington, and just a great group of people.
That's good. We're glad you're back.
So, well, some are. I'm sure there's some that were saying shit, but no, tough. You don't get rid of me that quick. But so yeah, being out there cleaning my windows is not going to happen. But
no,
they are disgusting. I just went outside to take a picture because I'm in talks with Morning Glory Artistry, who did the mural down at Emsley's, and she does all kinds of them, and she did one at the Den, She's going to do something special for us here at the studio. And
Nice.
super excited about that because, you know, it's almost time for National Night Out.
Yeah.
And
It's August 5th.
it's coming right up. And so, you know, here, 802 Scoop, we back the blue. And so we're going to do something special in honor of that and backing the blue in our window. So
Nice.
I'm super excited about it. Yeah, I can't wait for people to see. So that'll take place. She's going to do that for us. And yeah, and then just get down to the Heritage Festival. What do you like most about it?
Food vendors.
The food vendors, the sausage with the peppers and onions,
Those
and
are
like
good.
fair
Oh, yeah.
food.
I don't know if the
Fried dough. You gotta have fried dough.
so I haven't been for the last couple, but there was once a guy right in the middle of City Hall Park that had Mediterranean food.
Yes.
Oh,
and it's amazing.
That was my favorite.
It was amazing. So he was there last year
Was he?
too. But that is my favorite, and I always go and I always get the same thing because it was just really, really, really good. Yeah.
See, I grew up on that kind of food. My mom was full-blooded Lebanese, and she cooked Lebanese food all the time, and it's
Yeah.
the same type of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Greek, Lebanese, it's pretty much the same stuff.
Yeah. It is so good. Yeah. But yeah, exactly. It's probably not very healthy.
No,
Well, no, I
it
don't,
is actually
but
Mediterranean food is.
Yeah, I think it probably is. I mean, it
Yeah.
was just full of what I get is I can't remember what it's called, but it's got like the phyllo dough and egg and spinach and all kinds of
Like a
cheese.
spinach pie.
Maybe it's
Is it like folded like a triangle and just spinach in it?
nope. They cut it in a big square. It comes out of
Oh, you're not
it's-
talking about like baklava.
no baklava. I've had baklava, and that is amazing. So I
yeah.
love that. That's with the pecans.
You
and
got to be
stuff.
careful with that. young
Yes,
lady.
that I cannot eat, but I absolutely love it.
Oh, yeah.
Super good. No, I'm excited about that too. The food vendors, I of course will just beeline for anybody that says they have fried dough. That would be my thing.
Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to be down here a little bit. Like I'll come down, I'll do the parade with Michael, I'll go home, I'll rest for a while, you know, put the foot up and do everything I'm supposed to do, and then I'll probably come back down for
Yeah.
at least one of the concerts at night, and I want to be down here for the fireworks. So, which is another thing. I mean, this is when Barre does their big firework display. They don't do it on the 4th of July. They wait until the Heritage Festival, and they do a really, really good job.
Now, is Tracy doing a light show too? Or is,
Oh, I don't know.
I thought there was something about doing a light show.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it at all.
They were hoping to have the new lights done on City Hall on the Opera House, but from what I heard yesterday, I don't think it's going to be done in time.
They're doing a lot of work over
Oh,
there.
yeah.
That's and I think those are all LEDs, and they can change the colors and make them
Yes.
do all kinds of like crazy things. So that's going to be super cool. They're
Yeah.
not going to be just the normal exterior
No,
lights.
that'll be really nice.
I remember them coming to council and talking about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of council, so somebody yesterday, I was with a couple of guys, and I said, they've talked about this on council, because he said, I'll tell you what you need to look into. You need to look into that friggin' train whistle. How often do we hear that, right?
At least
And
4 or 5 times a week.
yeah, if not day. And so Tom spoke of it just a couple of weeks ago, I think, where he said they had talked to the railroad. They're trying to do something, but it's not so easy. And then I thought it was a federal railroad, but this gentleman thought that the state owned it, that the state bought it from the feds, so it's the Vermont Railroad.
It's a Vermont railroad, but I don't think the state owns it. The state may own the rails, but the trains are owned that's privately owned.
Privately
Yes.
owned.
But they have to follow these federal guidelines as far as
Right.
railroad crossings, notification, horn blowing.
Right.
And, you know,
And the horn blowing, so he found out that the horn blowing is actually 4 second, 2 second, 2 second. And that's it
yeah.
at each stop.
But the thing is, the crossings are so close together. And
But sometimes the conductor gets a little horn happy.
yeah,
He just does. And so they were at my house doing some work, putting a deck on the house or whatever, and they're there. And he timed it on his watch a couple of times. And sometimes the horn was solid for 25 to 29 seconds.
Well, see, that's-
solid.
that's crazy.
No letting up, just literally 25 seconds let up, 29 seconds let up. And did that all the way through the city. So with that, I mean, it is crazy because then literally you feel like you hear the horn for 5 minutes
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah.
And I agree, Glenn. I mean, it's better than getting hit by the train, but to live right there, or even I can hear it way up at my house. It's insane. Some mornings I'm like, oh my God, will you leave that freaking thing alone? It's just, it's insane. But there's got to be a happy medium.
Yeah.
And there was just barely an accident up on Quarry Hill where someone hit the train.
Oh, there was?
So a couple weeks ago,
Really?
or maybe just last week, actually. Yeah.
Car actually hit the train,
Yeah.
not the other way around?
Yeah. So
How can you not see a train?
I don't know. Or maybe the train hit the car. I don't know. It was said to me that a car hit the train, but you know,
Huh.
one or the other. And either way, I don't think the 4, 2, and 2 is being followed all
No.
that often.
No.
No. So, but the alternative is that they put in
Crossings.
at every crossing. And
Which-
can you imagine?
I heard last week that might be what's going to happen at the South Main Street crossing by Trow and Holden, and at
Which
the
would
Hill
be-
Street crossing.
Right, which would be okay, I think.
Yeah,
But
the Hill Street crossing, yeah, you know, that's already a mess with the traffic light where you're coming down to the junction with South Main and Air Street.
yes,
I've watched at that intersection and that coming off of Hill Street onto either South Main or turning left to Air Street only lets 2, at the most 3 cars through there.
yeah, it's a nightmare. I hate that freaking light. And I leave the house and I know, especially if I'm going to be late, why I don't go all the way down Main Street and back up around because it would be quicker,
Yeah.
I don't know. I go right down Hill Street and then sit there. And sometimes a long time.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 lights.
Someone posted yesterday, I think it was, maybe the day before, that the traffic was backed up all the way from that light all the way up to Stone's Garage.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah, absolutely believe it. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I hate that light. But
Now, you know, that's going to be an issue with that. It probably is an issue now with the train crossing, because if people are backed up, hopefully they're smart enough not to park, to stop on the tracks.
right, exactly. Hopefully. We'll see. He did say too, in Montpelier, there's somebody that once they get to Montpelier, somebody literally stands on the front of the train,
They're supposed to
jumps
do
down,
that. They're
rings
supposed
the
to do
little
that
bell,
here too.
rings the little bell, or it's not a little bell, but it
Yeah.
rings the bell instead of using the horn. But they certainly don't do that here. Nobody jumps down and is waving you through, or getting out in the roadway.
I remember seeing them on Prospect Street doing that. The guy would get off, there was a bell that he rang, then he got off and he walked across as the train was coming, and then he got back on. But yeah, and I don't know if that's something they're supposed to do or if this was just something this guy did, but
Yeah. Well, they do that in Montpelier, so they want to know, if they can do that in Montpelier, why can't they do it here instead of drive the people insane? But and some of us don't have far to go, so you know, they should
Yes.
be easy on that.
Some of us have a jump start on others.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, just a little bit. But and then the next pressing question that I have gotten numerous times over the week, and I sent it to you this morning. I don't know if you saw. Who owns or who's responsible for the statue or the bench down at North Country
Yeah.
Credit
Okay.
Union?
I was gonna send you back a response, but I figured I was gonna see you today.
Yep.
So that bench was made for
San Leone, right?
and paid for by, I believe it was Joey Calcani. His wife's aunt, I think it was married to Dr. Goyette, the old Dr. Goyette. So she was a Zanleone, and when she passed, and in the whole house thing, that when they were tearing down the house for the Jiffy Mart, whatever it is, Calcanis wanted to do something, in memorial for the Zanleone family. So they had that bench made. They set that bench, and as far as I know, maybe 1 or 2 times they cleaned it, and then I think somebody else did. But it's not city property. It's not owned by the city. It's, I think now, Jiffy Mart probably owns that land now. So it's kind of in limbo. The Calcanis had it made, so basically I consider it their bench. But
So yeah, people are just saying how very dirty it is, and that
I've
it
seen
needs to be
I've seen the
cleaned,
comments.
and
I've heard
it
people.
looks terrible. I mean, can we just take a pressure washer down there and wash it?
So here's the
I
thing.
mean, that's what I do with my grandparents and like my brothers or my moms.
Yeah.
I have a little portable.
Yeah, and that's fine because
pressure washer.
it's fine because it's your stone.
Right.
There could be liability issues.
Right.
If somebody goes down there and they use the wrong cleaning agent on it and ruin
And
it,
ruins it.
and that happened just a few years back. I think I was on vacation. Somebody called up to the facilities department and said, there's blood on that bench, it should be cleaned off. So the guys were sent down, and they used stuff they'd use like on the floor to clean blood. And I don't know how it came out, but that's when I was made aware of it, and I said, you can't do
You
that.
can't do that. You have to
You
be
can't do
very,
that
very
because,
careful.
right, it's, if you're not using the right materials, something happens to it. Because in my mind, that's private property. It's
Right.
not the city's.
Right. Now there is somebody that goes around and cleans stones for people.
Oh, there's
in the
a
city.
lot of people.
There's
Jamie Fontaine, Matt Peak, Matt Walker used to, but Matt's going through some stuff. I think Danny Grenier still does. Art Desero might still do it. But yeah, there's people that do
We'll
that.
have to. I mean, we'll have to look into it, and
Yeah.
I'll look into it, and I'll ask around, and maybe we can even come up with some sort of collection to get it done. And
Sure.
I can't imagine that it costs like crazy amounts of money.
No, it wouldn't be that
um,
much.
to maybe get it done.
Yeah.
Because it does look. I hadn't really paid close attention until I started getting constant messages about it. People asking a lot of questions about it.
And see, like the monuments and the cemeteries, that are owned by families, they'll call one of these guys. Usually, when I was working, I'd get calls, and I had a list of vendors that had come to me about cleaning stones, and they provided me with a certificate of insurance. So if they hired somebody that wasn't on that list and something happened, that's
Right,
not on us.
that's not on you.
It's not on us. If you hire somebody, you might want to ask them, are you insured? Because if something goes wrong, if they're not insured and you hired them to do it, there's nothing the city can do about
Right,
it.
and for many, as it should be, I mean, the stone means a whole lot,
Yeah.
and many have taken a lot of time in picking them out,
Yeah.
designing them, and they're costly, and so to have something happen, it's definitely something you
Yeah.
want to make sure that the person knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't send Raylene up there with a pressure washer and a toothbrush and Dawn dish liquid because in Simple Green, that's what I use.
Did it work on yours?
Yeah, that's what I use. I use it on my grandfather's. I use it that's what I always use every year. I go every spring and clean them and get all so there's no black in any of the
Right.
lettering or anything. And I just use Simple Green mixed with Dawn dish soap. And I have a little soft bristle toothbrush, and that's what I use. Yeah.
Most of the time you'll find if you keep them up pretty good, the most you'll ever get on it is that lichen, and that
Yep.
it dries up and it comes off easy.
Yep.
But
You can just
just
scrape it off
use, like
easy.
you said, like Dawn. That's a mild soap. It cleans oil. It cuts oil, and even just a soft brush.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all I ever do, and then I just take a chamois
Yeah.
and wipe it off, and it always has worked good, and it keeps them looking nice and it doesn't leave streaky marks on them
And
either.
the thing is with, if you're doing your own, yeah, the city has water spigots throughout the cemetery, but
Right.
sometimes it's a long haul for hose. So these guys that come have, a pressure washer. They have a water tank right on their
Right.
trailer.
Right on their truck.
Yeah. So, it's nice that you can do your own, but if you want
Yeah.
it done really well, hire one of these guys.
We have one that just connects to a 5-gallon bucket of water.
Yeah.
And that's what
Yep.
you can use for that. Yeah. And then
Oh,
bring the bug sprayer full of water too, just in case for the rinsing
Yeah.
part.
Well,
Yeah.
you're all set up. I guess I'll hire you.
Yeah. Oh, I have a special little weed whacker and all kinds of little tools that I only use for that, for when
Really?
it's for just my cemetery loop.
You still have your little angel sitting on the base?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always wonder and worry about that, but it's there.
Good.
Yeah, it's there, and she's doing well.
Good.
And I check all the time just to make sure, because we were just talking a couple of weeks ago. People steal stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's insane.
I know one family that's had like 3 sets of solar lights stolen over the last 3 years, and expensive ones.
Yeah, yeah, it's terrible. Last call tonight for the raffle that's going on at the Race to Read booth.
Oh, it's
And that is
Thunder Road night tonight.
Yes, it's Thunder Road night, and it's championship night, mid-season.
Mid-season.
Championship. We're already mid-season, and it's autograph night. So you can get autographs from quite a few of the drivers, maybe even all of them. I'm not sure. But if you stop by the Race to Read booth, it's the final night. It opens when the gates open, and until intermission, which God only knows when that is. It all depends on the drivers and the flags when that is.
Yeah.
But until intermission, they will be selling the raffle tickets, and that is to win the Ken Squire hood. And so it's 1 for $5 or 3 for $10, and that gives you a chance to win this hood.
Yep.
Race car hood with Ken Squire on the top, which and all of it helps fund the Race to Read program, which is really cool. They they give books to kids,
Yep.
and kids have a reading log, and it's a good way to keep the kids up to date during the summer months when they're out of school, and a lot of kids join. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool thing actually. So it's called Race to Read, and Hillary Scott, she'll be over there, and I know Stephen Donahue is one of the drivers. Taylor Hoare is one of the drivers. I believe Caden Fisher is one of the drivers, and I think there's one more. And I'm terrible because
Yeah.
I can't remember all of the names, but it's really cool, and it's a neat thing, and all the that's what the proceeds are for, and plus you could win this hood to hang in your garage.
I saw a picture of it. It's really cool.
It is cool. Hang it on your garage, hang it in your deck. Do whatever
Yeah.
you want with it. You can put it on your freaking car if you want to, I guess. Right? But yeah, it is pretty cool. So that's happening tonight at Thunder Road, and always a great night. And it looks like the weather's going to be great too.
Yeah.
The rain, we are expecting a little bit of rain, but not until the night and then into tomorrow morning. But even then, it's supposed to be super spotty, nothing threatening. We're more worried about the wind, I guess. But it's all supposed to die down and go away by mid-afternoon.
We've had a pretty good July, actually. It's
Yeah, we
a
had
lot better than
really
June
good-
was.
Yes, for sure. We had a really good July. And I was worried for a while. I was thinking, great, here we go. And we had worries on the 10th of July. Some parts of the
Yep.
state
Well,
definitely
yeah.
suffered.
Sutton and Lindenville.
Yep, we escaped this time.
Yeah.
Thank God for that. But horrible, horrible for them. And yeah,
Ooh, I know another thing that you mentioned to me. You asked me about yesterday.
what is that?
Somebody was fixing the gazebo.
Oh yes, yes.
So it was a city facilities guys. Mm-hmm. And
Thank you to them.
I went by earlier, and it looks like they're done. Looks like all the railings are done, and I guess they did the skirting underneath
yes,
too.
they did the skirting as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
hopefully
And let's
it
hope
stays
it
like
stays.
that.
Yeah, yeah. Let's hope it stays.
And along that line, if you're driving by and you see somebody,
Kicking
actually
at it,
vandalizing,
Yeah.
call the cops.
Call the cops, but get rid. I say pull over and lay on your horn. Don't necessarily get out and start a confrontation, but get out pull over and lay on your horn and bring attention to the assholes. Say, yep, everybody look at this, because at least then maybe they'll stop. And so I've done that on a few occasions with different circumstances.
But see, I can see you doing that because
I will do it.
you're a Batwoman.
I am. I don't give a shit. I would say to my kid, I'm in the driveway. Here I am. I just pulled in, and you better get your ass out here and in this car right now, or else.
Yeah.
And I'll tell him. I'll lay on the horn until every neighbor's lights on or the cops come. I don't give a shit. But until your ass is sitting in that seat, I'm not laying off the horn. And I'll do it. I don't care. Yeah.
Yeah.
It works every time like a charm. Who wants that notification? No. They don't.
Well.
So that's what you do. And that's the same with the park. When you see something, if you're by yourself or you just don't want the confrontation, you don't know, are they high, or what's going to happen, just sit right there and lay on your horn so that everybody knows there's something going on.
Yeah.
And I guarantee that it's not going to last for long. And I say the same thing, people talk about being safe in the city and walking or hanging out around downtown. And I know people that have gotten tasers and different things like that, mace. You can get in big trouble for, you can actually be charged with assault for using those.
Yeah.
And a taser is actually considered a weapon. And so I say just get one of those horns. They're literal. They come with a can of compressed air. They're super loud.
Yep.
And if you start blowing that sucker, nobody's going to want to be around you. They're going to want to run because it's going to cause far too much attention for them, and they just don't want to deal with it. And it's loud and obnoxious, right? But everybody's going to come see what's going on. Nobody's going to ignore that probably because it's loud.
They're
obnoxious.
loud. They're really loud.
They are loud, and they're like $3 at Walmart. Yeah, you just carry one of those around.
Have you noticed there haven't been as many complaints lately?
Yes. Yes.
And do you know why?
Oh, yes. Well, so,
Partially why?
Yes. So that person, the one person that seemed to be causing the majority of the calls, was actually, I believe, yes. So that person has been released.
He has been?
And that person is going to, or is supposed to be, getting involved with the community program. And we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. So he couldn't clear bail. That's why he's been...
Right. 53 days.
Yeah.
He was in. And so we'll see how it goes. We'll see if that is something that's maintained. But there's another. So we've got the one.
The guy, the Randolph guy?
Yeah, the Randolph guy.
He's been around for a while.
He has been around for a while, but he's getting more and more and more intense lately, where he's, really in people's faces, knocking on car windows. And
Hannaford's is one of his favorite places.
The hot spot.
Yeah.
Yep. So, unfortunately. But for the most part, that the panhandling has definitely pretty much subsided. You hear it, see it a little bit here
Yeah,
and there.
but not like it was.
No, and now we just deal with the vandalism.
So now we'll see how things go during the Heritage Festival.
You know, you're still dealing with the vandalism and the, the stuff going on in the park and the needles and the this and
Yeah.
the that. So there's still things to watch out for, but we've certainly come a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree. We'll see how the Heritage Festival goes.
I don't think in the past we've had any issues with the
I don't think
vagrancy
so
during
either.
the festival, because I think there's just so many people
Yeah,
that it kind of scares these people back into their little cracks and crevices.
yeah, yeah, and they're not out causing trouble.
Yeah.
And same thing, they don't want to be seen. If they're troublemakers.
Yeah.
Hopefully, people that are unhoused will join too, and so that they
Yeah.
are part of the community, because they are part of the community. But hopefully, everyone, housed or unhoused, just behaves themselves. That's all anybody asks
Right.
for, is that you behave yourself, that you respect property and others, and have a good time. This is a lot of work goes into this.
Oh, yeah.
And there's all kinds of stuff going on. Different restaurants have all kinds of stuff going on. Festivals, there's stuff going on down at the Granite Museum. Like I said, all over the city, all throughout the city, City Hall Park. Great things. And
Yeah.
check out the ribbon cutting tonight
Yep.
at Nelson's. Make sure you do that. That's going to be pretty cool. And, send us some pictures and different things too. I'll make a little post so that people can leave pictures of their weekend and how things went in the comments.
The partnership runs like a little information booth thing right out of the gazebo. So,
Yes.
If you're not sure what you're looking for, just pop into the gazebo. Tracy and some volunteers will be there.
Yeah,
They'll-
and she's always running around on the golf
Oh,
cart.
yeah.
She's, screaming around town, making sure that everything is going well. And there's a full schedule on the Barre Partnership page,
Yeah.
Facebook page, and it's literally the Barre Partnership is how you find that Facebook page. And we've shared it, but always, you can find that information on our page, but it's best to use the Barre Partnership page, just because if there's anything that needed to be updated, that's where it's going to be first. Because I would need to see it and post it, share it, all of that stuff. So, yeah, that's it, I think. I think we...
Oh, let's see. City Council meeting Tuesday
Oh, yes,
night.
we want to tell about the Barre Blast.
Yeah, so the Barre Blast baseball team that, if people don't remember, have been raising money since last fall. They're a fall baseball team. So they raised money because they were accepted to go to Cooperstown to the Baseball Hall of Fame for this 1 week long Little League Fest thing. And these kids busted their butts. They raised
really
over
did.
$30,000. And they're leaving, I think it's August 11th, 10th or 11th, for Cooperstown. So they will be coming into the city council meeting Tuesday night. We'll recognize them for their hard work to reach their goal, and send them off with some good luck.
Yeah. And they truly did bust their butt.
They do everything
They
and
were
anything.
raking, stacking firewood, bottle drives, bake sales. I mean, literal bake sales.
Yeah.
They were cooking their own stuff and putting
Yeah.
it out there. And they had a little event over at Aubuchon's.
Aubuchon's,
one
they
weekend
helped
where they had
the Lions
barbecue
Club.
and The
Yep.
Lions Club, yep.
They rented the little hot chocolate booth down here in Depot Square.
Yep.
Yeah, they did a lot of work to earn that money.
They really did. They tried hard, and they did do the coin drop and stuff.
Yeah.
But hey, they still had to stand out there, and they made the efforts, and they did they really rallied together.
They're a
to
good
make
bunch
that
of kids.
happen.
They're like, I think between 10 and 12 years old. They're a great bunch of kids.
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome, and we've got to have a few in here,
Yeah.
and a couple of times, and that's been great, a lot of fun, and I'll be excited to hear. We'll have to have them in here to tell us. The two young men that we had in here before, one of them was your grandson, correct?
Oh, my son and my grandson.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we'll have to have them back so they can tell us about
Yeah.
how it was and what their experience was and stuff. Have them back in here so they can share their story with everybody. And hopefully they take a ton of pictures too, and we'll keep
Yeah.
those posted
Oh, I'm sure the
up and
parents,
shared.
grandparents will be taking pictures all the time.
Yeah. So we'll get to share. Are you going to go?
I don't think so. I mean, it's a long haul.
It is
and
a
I
long
can't,
haul.
You know, parents have to put up their own housing while they're there.
Mm-hmm.
Players and coaches are staying in a dormitory.
Yep. And
So
but
I know.
I was waiting for them to talk you into being a chaperone.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was waiting for it. Oh, come on.
yeah.
You can do it. You know, I was waiting for the sob stories and them to talk you into it.
I'll be in close
But-
touch with them the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They'll have a great time. I'm super excited for
Yeah.
them. And that's awesome that city council's going to
Yeah.
do that for them.
Yep.
It's good that we recognize kids when they're trying so hard.
Exactly. You know, because
Yeah.
you only hear about what kids do wrong. You know?
Yeah, yeah, and they do a whole lot right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to encourage that a lot more. Also tonight, I can't forget to mention that the Central Vermont Prevention Coalition, I just had them in here with me on Tuesday. They're holding a training event tonight at the Barre Social Club.
Oh,
So that is right here on North Main, and that is going to be from 5:30 to 7. You get there a little early. They're going to have pizza, so free supper if you
Jeez.
want to go. But they'll have pizza, and you can learn how to use Narcan. You learn about you know the use of that, when to use it. You learn a lot about that and what the program is, what they do. And how you can get involved, because we've been silent, right? We say, not in my neighborhood. We
Yeah.
bitch about it. We're not totally silent. We certainly talk about the shit it brings, but no, we're really silent about what could we do to make it different. And if it's here, because it is here, and it's always going to be here, and it's, unless we start talking about it and dealing with it, it's just going to get worse.
Yeah.
And so it is here, and it's up to us to figure out how it's going to be here and how we're going to work with it. And so that training takes place tonight at the Barre Social Club from 5:30 to 7. And if you get there a little early, you know, so you can mingle a little bit, get there at 5:15, maybe have some pizza, grab your pizza, so you can eat during the training. That would be great. They would love to see you. And everybody on that team, on the Central Vermont Prevention Coalition team, is absolutely amazing. And I know quite a few of the people working there, and they've done a great job. And I hope they keep going, despite some of the stuff. You know, there's lots of wrenches that can get thrown in
Yeah.
there, especially when it comes to funding. And so hopefully that works out. And then the Turning Point Center on the 31st of August is going to do the first overdose awareness candlelight vigil here in the city. It's going to be right at City Hall Park. And I'm really excited about that. I hope to, I want to help. I hope to be a part of it. I've been going to the one in White River Junction for a long time. And actually, Chief Vale was someone who helped start that down that way.
that's when he was down in Hartford.
Yeah, and down in Hartford, and that's kind of where it is. It's like right there. And so he and Dottie Moffat and a bunch of other partners organized that. And if you've, I usually try to live stream it when I'm there. It's super emotional to watch it just, you know, on your computer or TV.
Yeah.
But to actually be there is a total different feel. And I have said for a really long time that I think that anybody in treatment court or lots of people, I think they should bus them to that, where they listen to them call off 200-300 names of people that have lost their lives, and listen to the sobs of parents or children that have lost their, parent, or, it just, to be there and to know and to understand gives you a whole new perspective.
Yeah.
And they're going to have the first one here in Barre, and it'll be August 31st. That's the night that it's always done. And the entire month of August is Overdose Awareness Month. And so we'll be talking more about that throughout the month on both 802 Scoop and It's No Secret. So we'll be doing that. And then following that, September is Suicide Awareness. So we will be doing all kinds of mental health stuff over the next couple of months.
Good. And in the next few weeks, months, I'm working with some people in the Park Street area right now about some issues in their neighborhood. And we're going to start setting up meetings in at least in Ward 2, Amanda Gusson and I. We're going to start getting the Neighborhood Watch program back up and running.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah. I think it's Detective Durgan and Brian Hoare are going to work with us, and we're going to start setting up some meetings. And
Nice.
yeah, it's time. It's time to get it rolling again.
And I hope a lot of communities do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We need it. So get out there, enjoy the weekend, everybody. Get downtown, have some fun. We will stream the parade, but I hope to see many of you downtown. And have a great week.
I think Michael should ride his tricycle right in front of the fire truck.
He has to be here doing the parade with me. Well, or you could switch places with him.
Maybe.
You could tell him that you want to sit in the chair in the window and do the talking, and he can ride his bicycle.
You're going to do it? You're going to sit in the window and watch?
Yeah.
Get the
I guess
windows
so.
washed.
I know. Well,
Let's see if I can get those kids down here to raise some more money.
Michael Deering has answered me back, and he said that they would do it tomorrow. He said they could do it in the morning.
Wow.
So that would he and a couple of his kids
Well,
did them
today, yeah,
last
today's
time,
only
and they did
Thursday,
an
so-
absolutely amazing job.
Yeah, it's only Thursday,
So if
so
they
you
get
get it
done
tomorrow.
tomorrow, to be perfect.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. So
Just going to wash that one, not that one? No. Just
yes,
yeah.
exactly.
Give myself another timeout.
That's all right. We get lots of timeouts here. Yeah, you and I tend to stay in the hot coals more often than not. But take care, everyone. We will see you Saturday for the parade, and then we will see you next Tuesday. Jeff and I will be back.
All right.
So, but at noon, because next week I don't have
We'll get back on
appointments,
a
and
regular schedule
We'll
again.
be back on the regular
But we're just
schedule.
happy that everything went well and you're back here.
Yeah, I'm back. So take care, everyone. Have a great weekend. Have a lot of fun, and we'll talk to you.